Politicians are not coming to save you. They're not operating to help you. So stop relying on them. Guys, I am seeing an awful lot of talk, and I know it's a political year, so some of that is just because it's a political year, but of people that are extremely frustrated over the cost of living, the fact they feel like they don't get ahead, and they're turning and they're using words like, my employer's not doing this for me, I'm not getting this particular handout or this particular thing from the government, meaning my health care should be cheaper, we should have universal health care, or I don't understand why there's not a minimum wage that will allow me to go do what, live this particular lifestyle. We've now had 16 years of, at least that I've been paying attention. It happened a little bit before that in the Bush years, but through the Obama years, through Trump, and now through Biden, of politicians that have promised you that they're going to come and solve a particular pain point that they realize that they have, in which they particularly caused. If you think the government or a politician is going to come save you, you're incorrect. They're causing a problem. Then they're coming in and saying they're going to solve the problem. But they're not solving the problem, because if they solved it, there would be no reason for you to give them the power over you and over your life. The immigration thing that's happening right now, with all the people coming across the border, how is that going to solve the problem that we have with people not making enough? When the immigrants show up and they're willing to work for $12, $13, $14 an hour, 60 hours a week, and they'll show up relentlessly with an amazing work ethic, working the worst jobs, like for Tyson in the chicken factory, that Americans don't want to do. How is that going to help out when we have people right now that are demanding $18, $19, $20 an hour to flip burgers at a restaurant? If our healthcare system is already struggling and we can't service our current people, how does adding 12 million people, regardless of why the immigrants are coming across, how does adding 12 million people that can't pay for their healthcare because they don't have a job in America, how does that help the healthcare system? Who's taking care of the 12 million people? When we have $30+ trillion, we have so much debt that we can't even the taxes we collect are just going to be enough just to pay the interest. We're going to be basically paying the minimum payment. When we add trillions and trillions of dollars more so that we can do this for this special interest, or we can do that for green energy, or we could do this, or we could do, how is that going to solve anything? How is that going to make it better? If you were in your own economic situation at your house and you were making, say, $50,000 a year and you were spending $70,000 a year, and someone came to you and you went to like a financial advisor and they said, I have a really good idea on how to solve your problem, that your bills are $70,000 and that you only making $50,000. Have 8 more kids and buy 2 more vehicles. That's what our government's doing. The reason why they're doing that is because they don't work on a financial standard that you do at home at your dinner table. When they need money, they don't have to go to work. When they need money, they print it. And so when their special interests and their friends, both on Republican and the Democratic side, when their friends need a little bit of this, that, and the other, they pass a bill like the one they just passed for $1.2 trillion. Money goes to some company that makes somebody rich that ultimately donated, that made them in power. Our politicians go in worth a very little bit amount of money, like AOC was a bartender. She will come out as a politician in 10, 15 years worth $200 million. How does that happen? Because they pass laws to give monies to their friends that then donates them, and then they become members of the board, or they have speaking fees and all that. They're enriching themselves. But that's not the point of this. The point is, if you're waiting on the government to solve Social Security, if you're waiting on the government to solve your health care, if you're waiting on the government to do anything, it's not happening. The biggest tax breaks for the wealthy happened under Barack Obama. Bonus depreciation. The biggest tax breaks are about to be passed again under Joe Biden. Bonus depreciation is its extension. It allows people like myself who are working into real estate to generate 7 figures of income and pay 0 taxes, killing the average American. Do we take advantage of that? Absolutely, we take advantage of it, because we'd be stupid not to. Just like when Trump was standing in office, or standing on the stage with Clinton, said, "Of course I use the tax laws," and so do your friends. Politicians are not coming to save you. They're not operating to help you. So stop relying on them. You need to come up with your own plan and your own financial structure and your own path to ensure you take care of yourself and your own. Do I know how to do that? Hit the follow button.